Hey guys, Team Games here. Today I wanted to show you something very special, actually. I've been playing Arcane Mage like back and forth since Wrath of the Lich King, and I've never really liked Frost, so I've kind of kept to Arcane. And today I'm going to show you guys how to burst as a Arcane Mage in Warlords of Draenor. And Warlords of Draenor Arcane Mage is pretty weak, to be honest. It's probably one of the worst expansions ever for Arcane. However, it does work. I reached 2.4k as Boomkin Arcane Mage in 2s, so it does work. In 3s it's harder, but it still works. So, if you wanna go full out burst as an Arcane Mage, you want to actually use, if you know that if you burst huge amounts, you're gonna get a kill, right? So first off, you are very tanky as an Arcane Mage. Why? Because there are two reasons to this. First is the spellsteal glyph, and the fact that spellsteal costs a very low amount of mana. It only costs 11k instead of 40k, which is does for Frost. Only 11k as Arcane. Now what this glyph does is that every time you spellsteal, you heal 4% of your health. And this is so great because if it's percentage based, it doesn't get affected by dampening. And what this means is that if it's 50% healing reduction in 2v2 after like 10 minutes, you're still gonna heal 4% of your health plus the hot or something you spellsteal from the enemy, right? So you can literally just run around and spellsteal. Now I use one stamina trinket on this mage, which also has a use effect to give me 37k health outside of arena. I think it's about 60 or 55k in arena. Which increases my healing with spellsteal even further because it's 4% of my health. So if I have 100,000 health, it's gonna heal me 4,000. If I have 300,000 health, it's gonna heal me 12,000 per spellsteal. So I have stamina to increase my healing even further. Now the second reason is Flame Glow. Now Flame Glow is a passive ability that basically just reduces your damage taken. It's not much in depth of a talent, it's pretty much just damage reduction overall. Now you can use your Cold Snap in 3v3 quite offensively. Now, what I mean by offensive is resetting the cooldown of your presence of mind. Now, why is this so good? Well, you don't have to, first off, you don't have to cast when you burst, which is great. Like, Arcane Mages, if they cast, if they get locked on, for example, Arcane Blast cast, they can't do anything for 6 seconds. They can Ring of Frost, but usually you don't even use Ring of Frost, you use Frost Jump most of the time. So, as an Arcane Mage, if you want to burst, you usually want to cast, right? Because Arcane Blasts do so much damage. Now, there's a way to actually set up a burst on an enemy without casting anything. And this is by a macro that I've made, which is what I'm going to show you guys today. It's very easy to do on your own without a macro, but with a macro it just makes it quicker and so easy. And it's called burst, right, for me. So basically, this is going to be in the description, but I'm still going to go through it. It's show tooltip presence of mind, it's the cooldown of presence of mind. And then /castsequence, presence of mind, Arcane Blast, Cold Snap, presence of mind, and then Arcane Blast. So pretty much what this does is that it's gonna use presence of mind, so you can instantly cast a Arcane Blast. Then it's gonna Cold Snap, which resets the cooldown of your presence of mind, and then it's gonna use presence of mind and Arcane Blast again. So in basically, like none of these spells except is on global cooldown, right? So you can use 2 Arcane Blasts in literally no time at all. You're gonna get 2 huge Arcane Blasts out without casting anything. So what you can do after this to finish off is 2 Supernovas, right? So I'm gonna show you guys how this is done. Now I'm only gonna press the macro when I burst, and then after that I'm gonna get 4 stacks first of, you can see here, 4 stacks and 4 stacks of Arcane Charge, which basically increases my damage by 200% from pretty much all sources. So I'm gonna get 4 stacks, I have it now. Then I'm going to use my cities, like this, and then I'm gonna press the macro, right? 2 Arcane Blast and 2 Supernovas. So, okay, so every Arcane Blast did 40k, 40k, and then after that I did 40k and 80k Supernova. So that's 180k damage, right? Wait, I think it is, yeah. 40k plus 40k is 80k, and then plus 40k is 120k plus 80k, that's actually 200k, sorry guys. So 200,000 damage in pretty much 3-4 seconds. And this is usually, you can do this in a bash, right? From maybe a druid, which is what I play in 2s. I play Arcane, Mage, Boomkin in 2s, and in 3s I play Arcane, Boomkin, and Resto Druid. So yeah, and this, like, keep in mind that this was only 1 crit with Supernova, and you can get all of this out without casting anything. If you want to do it, if you want to, and you know that you can get free cast, you can get 4 stacks. I don't have Presence of Mind now, but you can pretty much like pre-cast an Arcane Blast, which is for 34k. Let's say that 34k. This is with no trinket procs or anything. So 34k. About 30k, something like that, and then after that you use all of this shit, so you can do like 230k damage without costing anything burst. So that was pretty much it, guys. Arcane Missiles is also really good, but usually I don't use Arcane Blast when Arcane Missiles when I burst, except if, for example, they get out of a stun and they're like running away from me, and I know that if I start casting an Arcane Blast like this, they're probably gonna get out of my range before it lands. So that's pretty much it, guys. There's not a lot of people playing Arcane, but I still wanted to make this video because there are some Arcane mages who are like when I'm standing outside of Stonewind or something like that, that asks me like, how can you actually get to 2.2k in 3s as an Arcane mage, and how did you get 2.4k in 2s as an Arcane mage? But they find themselves like having to cast Arcane Blast like this, and then they just don't feel like they can do anything, like they're just running around and not getting any damage out. So this is pretty much it. I use this simple macro to burst like this, precast, and then just Presence of Mind, Arcane Blast, and now I did not Cold Snap, but it's a very simple macro. It's gonna be in the description. You can just copy paste it and put it into a macro, and it's gonna do wonders. All you have to do is just spam it until it's used all your spells. Okay, thanks for watching, guys, and see ya in the next video.